Can we just talk about for a minute? Besides me always wearing this duster, I know, you've seen it 1,001 times. Sage green duster from Misguided. I can't stop wearing it. But this necklace that I got from Shein the other day that I showed you guys in that haul, it goes so nice with green. Gold earrings in this gold, like in this green. Wait a minute, I do have another green, hold on. Oh, I love them both. Oh, you ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing, Nathan. Okay, wait a minute. It's like so hot right now. What's up, guys? Welcome back or welcome to the channel. If you're new, it's Sahara. So today, look at that sun hitting. Okay. Today is going to be a little bit more of like a laid back type of video. I am doing a reacting video for you guys. You know what? My hair is looking a mess. It's gonna get on my nerves. Let me put on my beanie. I did tell you guys that I wanted to try out this drink, Zip Prime drink. So this is the red one that I mentioned in Tropical Punch. Well, I did it in a short. Maybe I'll insert a little bit of the short right here or something like that. Maybe over here, I don't know. So you guys can like see the other drinks that I've tried. But I did say that I wanted to try this and I wasn't gonna do it in a short since I already did like the other ones. It smells fruity. My throat's like, go. Oh my gosh, that is so good. It's more like a fruit punch than tropical, but it tastes very refreshing. This is really good and I would recommend out of the other two that I tried. Let me have a little bit more because it's hot. I am going to be reacting to a list of dates, well, places that women came up with not to go. This is from the point of view of a tomboy, you know, someone who does not mind settling for less, who's not, you know, over the top like a lot of women can be, especially this generation. Let me tell you guys something funny. My mom and I, we were around this one girl. It was like around the first time like City Girls really was starting to blow up. And she was like, "You like that song?" And the girl was so funny. She was like, "Yeah, I love City Girls. They teach us how to pimp these." And I was like, oh, okay. So that's what this generation has become, you know, females doing males the way males have always done females. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that's why so many women they have a higher standard. So for all of you guys out there that did not know that. I will put up the list right here. Shan't I move over? Let me move this camera over. I was gonna do it on my computer and like insert screen recorded, but it's just too hot to do extra. It's just too hot to do the most today. I'm going to tell you guys ahead of time. I have not been to some of these places, but I will tell you if I'm willing to go as well. Anyway, let's start because there's 28 things on this damn list. So the title of this is "Here is a list of places women absolutely refuse to go on a first date to." And thank you to the ladies who reached out to me to help me on my list. Number 1, Cheesecake Factory. So I have never been to the Cheesecake Factory. Honestly, when I think about that as a first date, I can't necessarily see it as like a first date. That's a place that I kind of see like if you were having like an anniversary and you wanted to surprise her with a little cute like not snack but sweets, like, you know, like an anniversary, and take her to the Cheesecake Factory, then take her out to dinner after. That's how I see the Cheesecake Factory. I don't see that as a first date either, so cross that off the list. 2, Applebee's. I've never been to Applebee's, but isn't Applebee's kind of like played out? Like, I don't hear anybody talking about Applebee's no more. I don't even see commercials for Applebee's on the TV either. I see Zaxby's, which is close to Applebee's. Not really, but it just rhymes. I wouldn't want to go there either. And I never heard anyone saying like the meals were A1. Chili's. I've never been to Chili's either. What do they even have there? Is it just chili? I mean, if that's the case, you can get that at Wendy's with that 4 for 4. Chili's and the 4 for 4, period. I don't know about number 3. You're gonna have to, you know, help me out with number 3. 4, Chipotle. I've never been to Chipotle, but I have had Chipotle, you know, like the meals that they may sell at the store and it's by Chipotle. So I've had that before. With that being kind of like spicy, most of the food, I would not recommend that on a first date either. Not like it being like a cheap place that you wouldn't go, but you also have to think about the type of food as well. You would not want some spice sitting on your stomach on a first date. You will be out of that. within 5 minutes. The next one we have is Olive Garden. Mwah. That's Italian food right there for the most part, right? Who would not want to go get some Italian food? I hope my makeup does not look like bad, because I think like when I get hot and start sweating, it like starts showing my what is it called? I don't know. Yeah, Olive Garden, I would recommend. That's a place that I would go on a first date, especially for some breadsticks. I love me some breadsticks. I love me some French bread. I love me some bread in general. Like, bread is where it's at. Didn't Oprah once tell you guys about that bread?
Is the joy for me. I love bread. I love bread. I now just manage it, so I don't deny myself bread. I have bread every day.
6 to the movies. What? Since when is the movies as a first date option off limits? Shoot, if anything, that's the first place I want to go to the movies. I want to go get some popcorn, some candy, and go and sit and watch whatever movie that I want to watch. You guys know by now, I love me a good horror movie. At the end of the day, if I'm going on a first date to the movies, I'm going to see me a horror movie. Hopefully it's what's out at the time, but still, you know, you'd have to go and see whatever is out at the time, but it would depend. So that's the only time I would say to get away without going to the movies is what's playing at the movies at that time. Growing up, I used to always hear, I was born in 96, so if I sound like I'm a bit older saying things like that, like back in the day growing up and all of that stuff, I used to always hear about people saying, let's go to the movies as the first date so you can wrap your arm around the girl and, you know, kind of like, you know, if you guys see a scary movie, she could be all over you and stuff like that. What has happened? Next one. So we have Your House. Okay, your house, my house, his house, her house, anybody's house. We ain't going on the first date. So I 100% agree with that one. That one should have been at the top. They feel like they can make a move. It ain't happening. Because I know that there's a lot of like these blind date videos or 20 women versus 20 women, 20 men versus whoever's occupation is up there. A lot of people have been asking, like, you know, would you hit it on the first link, the first date, whatever the case may be? Absolutely not. And that goes hand in hand with Your House. It's not happening. Next, any fast food chain. Now, this one right here is very controversial because I've always said I don't mind going to not Wendy's, McDonald's. McDonald's, I love McDonald's. Listen, I can get me a Big Mac meal or a Filet-O-Fish meal. Personally, why do you guys like Burger King? There are so many people out there that like Burger King. Burger King is nasty. Like, that food tastes like some artificial grilled food. I remember in high school, when you cross the bridge, like when you go down a few blocks and cross the bridge, we used to have like a Burger King, and everybody during lunchtime would go get Burger King, bring it back, and think, I'm like, One time I went to Burger King with somebody and I just got a drink. I was like, I can't, like. And the very last time I went there to get an ice cream cone, it tastes like ice. I was like, where's the cream? Ice with no cream? That's not ice cream. That's ice dream. I dreamt that I was going to get some ice cream, but I left with some ice on the cone. Moving on to the next one, Buffalo Wild Wings. Now, there is nothing wrong with some wings. There is absolutely nothing wrong with some wings. But I can kind of see why females wouldn't want to do that, because I was watching General Hospital a long time ago, and I was watching the storyline between Lucky and Elizabeth. I remember this one part where they were eating ribs, and she was uncomfortable to eat in front of him because, you know, the sauce gets all over you. So that's why I think that girls put down wings, because you got to think about the mess that it can make on your mouth, and you could be embarrassed. I mean, for the most part, most girls out here are embarrassed, uncomfortable, shy to eat in front of a guy. So imagine eating messily in front of a guy that you're just meeting and just giving them their first impressions on the first date. Honestly, that goes with Chipotle. Like, spicy food or messy food on a first date. Wingstop, is that like eating like wings, just like Buffalo Wild Wings, just like you get a different range of wings at Wingstop? I don't know, I've never been there either. So 10, I'm just gonna put that with number 9, okay? Sue me. Don't do that. Number 11, Red Lobster. As expensive, there is dust flying around everywhere. As expensive, I need to get me something to drink, because these things are making me a little parched. Red Lobster is expensive, and don't a lot of people love seafood? Everybody does not love seafood, so, you know, that just depends on who does and who does not. But Red Lobster, why would you not want to go to Red Lobster? I went to Red Lobster years and years ago when I was a kid. I haven't been there in a while because personally, I don't get down with that type of seafood. You know, I like I said, fillet of fish. I like more like baked seafood, not like raw seafood. So maybe girls are seeing it as, well, if you take me to an expensive restaurant that serves lobster, now we talking. But Red Lobster, 12, a buffet. All you can eat buffet, are you crazy? Go to the Chinese buffet, you just keep going back and forth. I love going to those buffets that you just keep going back and forth. The only downside is you can't take nothing home. They like, what you eat, you eating it here. Trust me, I tried to sneak something home before, but yeah. There is nothing wrong with going to a buffet and keep going back for more. 13, IHOP. Now, we're getting more into breakfast. Okay, 13 IHOP, 14 Denny's. So they're kind of like the same breakfast eateries. Eatery? Honestly, is there many places you can go on a first date to get breakfast? I think the best breakfast served, oh no, because then you'd have to be at somebody's house. I was going to say if somebody made you breakfast, but no, that like... I mean, you might as well just cancel that out at this point. And like these said, they don't want to go to any fast food chains, so you can't stop at Bojangles. You can't stop at Biscuitville. You can't stop at McDonald's and get one of them biscuits. Good luck. Okay, 15, the gym. The gym? I can't see that either. Unless like you guys just wanted to hang out, to get to know each other. Maybe you were gym heads. Maybe someone who loves the gym, which there are a lot of people that love the gym. They may go like 5 times a week. I could never see like a gym as a date. Like, honestly, I'm trying to stay away from the gym, even though I need to go to the gym, even though I just need to work out in general, even if I don't want to go to the gym. So we have 16 church. Wait a minute. I never even single-handedly thought about going to a church on a first date. Like that never even crossed my mind. Unless the guy think that you need Jesus or something like that, and he's trying to be your savior by taking you to the church on a first date, then I cannot. I agree. That one should have been at the top too. That could be like right next to your house, his house, her house, our house. Like that could go right next to anybody's house. 17, because I need to go past 16 before I get struck with lightning. Honestly, the way Starbucks has been acting lately, they've been acting real funny. I wouldn't even want to go to Starbucks on a first date either. I stopped going to Starbucks a long time ago. I used to get their venti latte. No, not latte. Venti. I think it was a venti. Vanilla bean. I used to get it literally every single week. And then sometimes I got like a lemon cake. Unless you were like meeting up to get some coffee, just to chit chat, get to know somebody. Maybe you guys could bring, you know, if you were... No, that's like work buddies. I was going to say you could bring your computer and stuff like that. Or even the next one right here, 18, that says coffee dates. Then that's the time that I would say if you just strictly wanted to just get to know somebody and did not want to spend money on them, you can already go there with your drink and be like, would you getting something? So 17 Starbucks, 18 coffee dates, 19 ice cream dates. Ice cream dates to me is kind of like Cheesecake Factory. It's kind of like on that level of going out to get sweets on your anniversary, or if you've been with somebody for a long time or even a while and you wanted to celebrate their birthday and go get some ice cream, then I could see something like that. I love ice cream, so I get me a tub of ice cream myself. I go to, dang, what's that place that, Friendly's. Oh my gosh, if you've ever been to Friendly's in New York, you know how good that ice cream is there. 20, family function. Absolutely not. And look at what my hat says. Ain't no wifey. So I ain't going to no family functions if I ain't no wifey. Family functions is down the line when you've gotten to know someone. Now personally, for me, myself, and my mom and I are like this. So you can meet my mom on first date. If somebody wanted me to meet their parents and they were in the same state, and it was like the first, I'm fine, whatever, I don't care. Like, obviously not to your house or something like that, but you know, just coming across your parents or whatever like that. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, I did not want to see their parents just yet. You know, it's no big deal to me. I don't see it as like, I want you to put a ring on it, or I'm trying to put a ring on it, or I'm trying to take this serious. At the end of the day, no, let me tell you guys something. Another little story time, because I'm about to get in my feelings once again. Not growing up. Back in high school, all the kids, all the girls that I was friends with, they would literally come to my mom for advice. I found out stuff from that conversation that I knew nothing about. I'm in the middle of a conversation, okay? Like, don't do that. So at the end of the day, meeting my mom has never been a big deal for me. So if you met my mom on the first date, I would not mind you meeting her. I was going to say reading her. I would not mind you meeting her because I would not mind her reading you. She's a Taurus, I'm a Virgo, but she can see through people and she can kind of see if they're full of right off the bat. So honestly, I might just use her for that. 21, movie night. So movie night, Netflix, Hulu, and etc. That's just like, that's not like going to the movies. That's just like being at someone's house. So I can understand that as well. Netflix, Hulu, and etc. is not at no drive-through. So it's obviously, drive-through, is that on here? No. A drive-in, a drive-through. I said a drive-through, like a drive-in movie on the first night. Do they still do that? I think, you know, they did do that during COVID. I remember going past a movie theater and they had it set up where you could watch the movie outside in your car, and it brought back like those memories of watching movies, like 80s movies and stuff like that, where they'd have like the drive-in movie theater. That would be so cool as a first date, because nobody could get up in those movie theaters just yet. 22, somewhere that requires a long drive. If you're just meeting someone, I don't think you want to go that far, because then you would probably start questioning, where's this person taking me? And you'd be like, wasn't at the exit? We were supposed to 20 minutes ago. Like, no. So I would not want, honestly, I love me a long drive. I love road, I was about to say road rage. I do have road rage. Let's not get that twisted. You go the long distance, let's see, when you go on a long drive, road trip. Like, I love road trips, but I'm not saying on a first date. I'm getting off track. See, that's why I gotta just focus on this. Somewhere that requires a long drive. For an example, I know that a lot of people have been loving like going to the aquarium. That's not anywhere on here, right, as the first date. So no, I guess people don't mind going to the aquarium. If you had to go a long ways out to get to that aquarium, then I would say like a long drive like that. The long drive just depends on where you're headed to. Like I said, you know, you'd be like, wasn't it the exhibit there? You could blast the music. You can have control of the aux, because if this is a first date, you best believe I'm going to have control of that aux. 23, bowling. I kind of see bowling as like a group activity. Majority of the time when I see people bowling online, I usually see them like in a group, so maybe I can see why somebody said I would not want to go bowling on a first date. My camera got hot and I had to take this hat off because I got even hotter. My hair needs to be washed, so that's why I kind of had it in this hat, but I've been too lazy to do anything. Anyway, let's move on. So where was I? Bowling. I don't find bowling to be like that entertaining unless you're in a group. Just like golfing, like, why isn't golfing on here? I wouldn't want to go to that, what is that golf place that everybody always goes to? I wouldn't care to go there on the first date either. Personally, I don't care about golf, so that's why. Now we have nightclubs. No, nightclubs is like where you know, go out with your girls to find a guy. Not going on a first date. I definitely agree. We don't even have to go into number 24. Number 24 is just like kind of like 25, hookah bar. If you are a pothead, if you were somebody, you know, is my hair hitting? Because I don't know if it's hitting like this. I think because I don't have on my lipstick, but if I put on my lipstick, I won't be able to drink this drink because I'll be drinking my lipstick too. If you're just a smoker in general, you would probably find like someone who's like has the same niche as you. Is that the way to say it? Like if you were a skater, if a skater met a skater, then I do not think they would mind going to the hookah bar on a first date. You know, someone who skates, someone who celebrates 420. I used to skate a long time ago, by the way. This is so off topic, but I used to try to skate. My crush when I was younger was Ryan Sheckler, and I had his picture up on my wall. I think I told you guys about this before. My mom, when I was like 14, she bought me my first skateboard from Walmart. I still have it, by the way. After I fell off of it, it took me so long to get back on it. The hookah lounge is just gonna, hookah bar. Yeah, hookah bar is just gonna depend. A bar for just drinks. Let's put it this way. If you were to go to the bar to get drinks with somebody that you just met, take a solo Uber. Make sure that they get in their own Uber. Make sure that you get in your own Uber so you don't end up back at number 7. Your house, his house, her house, their house. You know, nobody's ending up back at somebody's house. Moving on. 27 Waffle House. Waffle House is just like IHOP and Denny's. It's kind of like, you know, if you were going to get breakfast with someone, honestly, I would say forget IHOP and Denny's, go to Then again, there has been a lot of drama and fights at Waffle House. So could you imagine me on a first date with somebody at Waffle House, then all of a sudden somebody come, what, say something, say it again. Well, dang, you know, it's like, now it's time to go. Now that just ruined your dates. And last but not least, 28 sports events. I would not want to go. I'm not like really into sports. Actually, I'm not into sports at all. I remember, I mean, like my grandpa and stuff, he was into, baseball. He loved the New York Yankees. I've even worn a couple of the Yankee stuff, but personally I wouldn't go out to a sports event either. That's kind of like going to play baseball. Like, I mean, not baseball, golfing that I said. Like, I wouldn't want to play, I wouldn't want to watch it. Then anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was helpful as well. At the end of the day, food is food, and why would I want to go to a place that I'm not gonna like? It's like spending $20, $40, $50 on some food that I'm not gonna eat, that I don't want to eat, that I don't really like, or that's really small when I can get a whole meal from McDonald's. Because let me tell you something.
That's what the problem is.
Let me tell you something, okay? Let me just tell you something, okay?
If we go to McDonald's on the first date, I'm getting either a Big Mac meal or a Filet-O-Fish meal. I'm going to get me one of them cookies. I might even get me one of them slushy Slurpee drinks. I'm gonna get everything on that menu that I've been wanting to get, but my body's been telling me no, and my mind's been telling me yes. If you're gonna be spending about $20, $40 just on me alone at McDonald's, if you thought that you could play me for the 4 for 4 at Wendy's. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.